My neighbor, 44M, refuses to return my tools and claims he lost them. I, 23, was a professional carpenter for 2 years before I decided to quit and focus on my studies because I want to become an architect. I have all the skills I need already, so it's just a matter of getting the degree. My father used to work with me until he died. He taught me everything about woodworking and tool usage. He had this old toolbox full of his favorite hand tools. I loved working with them because they were very well made and great quality. They had been passed down from his father and then his father before him. When my dad passed away, I inherited those tools. I kept them in the garage where I work now because they are really valuable to me. Now that I'm not working as much, I needed some help with my project, so I asked my neighbor if he could lend me some tools. His name is John DeTall. He's 44. We don't talk often, but I know he's a mechanic, so I figured he'd know how to use what I needed. I borrowed 2 things from him, a circular saw and a drill press. He said he didn't mind lending them out. He said he would get them back soon. 2 weeks went by and I never heard from him. I tried calling and texting him multiple times, but he ignored me. I left him messages saying that I needed them back ASAP, but he still didn't respond. Finally, after 3 weeks, he came over and told me that he couldn't give them back yet. I was confused because he knew I needed them. He said he lost them. I asked him what happened to them. He said he put them in his shed to keep them safe from his kids, but they disappeared somehow. I asked him if he remembered what day he last had them. He said he doesn't remember. He said he thinks they might have fallen apart because he hasn't seen them anywhere else. I was angry at this point. I told him that I wanted them back now or we were going to go to small claims court. He laughed and said I wouldn't win anything there. I got frustrated and walked away from the conversation. He followed me into the house and started yelling at me, telling me that I was overreacting and that he didn't care about my stupid tools. I realized I wasn't being unreasonable here. This is something he took from me without permission. I called him a liar and told him I was going to call the police. He started laughing again and said that I would look like a fool when he tells them I was trying to sue him for borrowing tools. I pulled out my phone and started dialing 911. He got even angrier and slammed the door shut behind him. I stood there for a minute, then picked up the phone and hung up. I was shaking pretty badly by this point. I looked around the room and noticed my mom was watching us through the window. She came inside and asked me what happened. She asked me if I was okay. I nodded. She said she was coming with me. She went outside and yelled at him across the fence. He stopped laughing and shouted back. I watched them argue. She kept telling him to give my tools back and he kept denying taking them. She finally said she was calling the cops. He stormed off. She opened the gate and followed him to his yard. I stayed inside and waited for her to come back. She came in a few minutes later and said he was gone. I felt relieved. I asked her if she thought he would ever give me my tools back. She said probably not, but she'll try to get them from him next week. I asked her why she didn't tell me she was going to talk to him sooner. She said she wanted to see how far he would push me. She said that's how men think sometimes and you can't let them bully you. She said she's sorry for not telling me sooner. I asked her if she thought it was funny. She shook her head and apologized again. I asked her if she thought he would do something bad to me. She said no.